Guild Wars 2. We're going to be celebrating my guild, Sans, birthday. Second, while I join the party. In progress. What
Hey,
up,
D.
Sand?
Brianna come in tonight too?
Oh, I don't know. I just let her know I was going to be dropping in. But I think she might be up to
Nice.
other
It's good
stuff.
to hear you. It's good to see you.
Likewise.
You doing good?
Yeah, doing fine.
Excellent. We're starting our second hour right now. I am fixing a mistake I made with Mystic Coins, although math-wise, the amount that I have sounds right, to have 73 left?
Yes.
So I don't need to add any more from my bank?
No, should be good.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get dinner for me and Adil.
Okay. Alright, I'm coming back, Rocky. Do you folks have spirit banners and hero banners on them? I might let me just switch to Moon real quick so I can get my spirit banners on this one.
Squad
Idol,
and
you're not map
LFG.
suppressed, are you?
Yes.
What, sorry?
You're not map suppressed, are you?
No, why?
Nice.
Oh, was something said?
No, I just the timestamps.
Oh, okay, right.
I can always get them if you want.
No, it's okay. I was just a little distracted momentarily.
Just checking.
The world turned sideways. Everyone was falling. I asked Glint for a merciful end. I awoke here.
So is Rhythm not attending this party?
He's
Rhythm
broken.
is not working for
Oh,
some
that's
reason.
sad.
We've tried several times and he won't cooperate.
It's a crying shame.
Yeah. I think he's been broken since a few days ago, at least. Wasn't working for my server either.
That's too bad.
Okay. No rhythm bot means I gotta get my own music going. Style it up here.
Oh boy, I don't have enough room in my inventory for all of this. I did. She's full. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. I can put that back in there. I don't need that. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to give out trivia questions.
So how's the weekend
Oh,
been?
yes.
It's been good, you
Yes.
know. I hope everyone's been having fun.
Moon, don't forget to schedule the official guild picture.
Oh god, yeah, thank you. I'm back, Rocky. You can switch. We've you know, been really sticking close to our roots, just some casual good fun, some dry top. And I think it's been good. There's lots of people out here with.
That's cool.
Go. And we're gonna go for at least another hour after this for sure. I've got some asparagus waiting for me. My friends invited me to a last minute barbecue. They're like 2 p.m. and I was like, I got to be somewhere. They're like, that's okay. So I helped clean up. You know, they do it at their uncle's house, and he's got a really bad back. So often the house is kind of a mess when we get there. So they're like, okay, we're gonna clean the bathroom, clean the kitchen. So I
Asparagus
helped
barbecue,
do that.
huh?
Asparagus and ribs and corn and all these good stuff, hamburgers, hot links. So I asked them to just leave me some when they come back, give me some leftovers, and I'll go over to their house tonight.
Sounds like a hoot.
So I didn't get a chance to eat anything before I left, so I picked up a tabbouleh salad from Trader Joe's. Didn't want to be drinking on an empty
Gotta love
stomach.
those Trader Joe's salads.
in 1 weekend.
Oh, trust me, I intentionally don't buy stuff that I might need later so that I can go again. It is literally how much of a favorite place it is for me.
And I still need those pictures.
Yes, you do.
That's cool. You're busy.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna get offline and go eat some ice cream.
Yeah, go. That sounds yummy.
I'll see y'all later.
Take care.
Later.
Bye.
See ya.
Ooh,
Hmm?
Oh, just cave-in wasn't done. It's okay, we're gonna do that now.
Oh, sorry, Larry. I did give you some coins, but I gave you some other stuff too. With those, Larry, if they were a donation, first speak to the person. I would say probably salvage them for pigment, honestly. That's what I do with them, because I always do need pigment for crafting. I will heal you, Greg.
I prefer you to please use a number after the name Greg, so I know which Greg you're referring
Oh,
to.
sorry. Greg number 1.
How many Greg are this time?
There's 2 in the channel right now. No, oh my god, I'm so sorry, Sif. I'm so used to calling Sif. There's
Actually-
3 in the channel right now.
Actually, didn't we move away from using numbers towards using, like, designations?
I call you Deeg, and then I call
Okay.
Sif, and then I call Greg.
That'll work.
But then I feel bad because I don't want you to feel like I don't want to call you by your real name.
It's all good. See, look, I picked the name Deeg, so that means something to me. My parents picked the name Greg. Like, I didn't have any choice in that.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, honestly, that's why I like being called Moon. Like, I like my name, Miranda. And I like the story behind it. And I actually met someone. Whose parents named them Miranda based on the Shakespeare character from The Tempest, which is why my parents named me that. I was just like, oh my god, what are the odds? So that was like a really cool experience. They're an ANET dev, actually. So,
But true, there are a lot of people named Miranda who have that in common. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
so it's just like one of those super cool things.
I just hope that all the people named Greg don't have, like, Greg Brady as a parental inspiration. I mean, I don't really know if the story could be there.
Oh no, we lost one and I forgot to tell people to go on their scammers. I failed my
It's okay.
right, brothers and sisters. Oh man, we're really losing some boys.
That's okay. There's so many people, I think it's being upskilled.
Yeah, probably.
Whenever I hear upscaled, I always think, like, I always think of like an upscale establishment. Like all the people here have somehow inspired the game to become more classy, you know?
Would you mind giving Brianna a message for me if you do see her, though? Deke?
Not at all. What's up?
She messaged me a couple weeks ago, and I haven't gotten back to her, mainly because, like, I want to be able to give her my full attention just because she wrote a lot, and I just feel really bad that I haven't responded yet, so can you, like, tell her that I'm really...
I'll let her know that you'll get back to her. I mean,
Thank you.
I think she knows you're busy. We're all busy. It's all good.
Ooh, I need this POI in here. Let me run back here and probably have some unfortunate soul.
You need a POI in Drytop?
I'm on Sandmother!
The Emperor of Drytop lacks a POI? I don't
I
believe
know.
this situation.
It was so last minute for me making this character. Well, getting her to 80, but I wanted to debut her in Drytop today for our
What did you say she was called?
Sandmother.
That's a good name.
I thought so. Alright, I am out of my first can of alcohol. I'll be... I'm back just in time. I'm trying... Thank you. I am now trying some Golden Road Brewing Guava Dia. Blonde ale with guava and...
Sounds delightful.
It's actually... it tastes too much like beer. I don't always like that as much. I'm boring, I know. But,
There are a lot of people who don't like the taste of beer. I understand.
oh yeah, I was supposed to get water, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were.
I should do that. I'll do it after this event.
Do you like cider?
I do, as long as it's not too, you know, too much.
Too dry?
Yeah.
I think cider is really good, especially mixed with some, like, Guinness or something.
Definitely. I'm just, you know, I'm 27, but like I really don't drink that often, so I honestly don't know what to do when it's like it's time for drinking. And I'm like, what do I get? I've got a friend who just has like an entire. He literally has like, you know, those pyramids that people make. He has a pyramid of alcohol, and he doesn't drink all of it. He just collects alcohol.
Yeah, I'm boring. I just get my
Work buddy of mine, who's I don't know if he calls himself an enthusiast for beer, but he does like beer and has specific tastes. He was telling me all about the other day how he just had the most satisfaction out of having a cold Bud Light 6-pack. Something about that that thin flavor. It's so cold you can barely taste it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could relate to that. I thought that was interesting. I don't know. Ever since I started going low carb, though, I pretty much stopped drinking beer. So for me, it's all whiskey all the time.
I like it. You're like, it's all whiskey all the time.
Yep.
I'm actually.
Oh, having a little trouble hearing you.
I'm not allowed to drink alcohol because of my medication.
Ah, yeah. I have a friend, well, not so much anymore. He kind of had a nervous breakdown and moved.
Jeez, poor guy or girl.
The problem with him is that is a bit narcissistic, and he's also bipolar and doesn't handle it very well. So he has some serious ups and downs. I was with him one night, and he was kind of just being a pretty awful friend. I was just trying to talk to him about something, and he was interrupting me, talking over me, being very rude, basically. So I called him out on it. I was like, look, man, like, I was there for you during your divorce with your husband. Like, can you just listen to me and, like, not judge me and just be here? And that was all
Damn
it took.
straight.
Oh, he
that-
moved away?
He moved to Palm Springs. Yeah, like, it's not
Because I
far.
remember you talked to me about that in the past.
Yeah. And like that was all it took. He froze me out. He blocked me. He removed me. And I didn't even know what on earth caused it except that, I guess. And so he came to me one night, a month after he stopped speaking to me, and was like, can we talk? And I was like, I don't have time for this. Like, he caught me when I got home from grocery shopping. I was tired. I didn't feel good. And I didn't want to let that chaos back in. And so a couple days later, like, he got kicked out of his house and moved away to Palm Springs. But he's kind of just losing it. Like, I don't know much about what's going on, but my friend who is still friends with him, well, she follows him on Instagram. He's just like having like meltdowns every other day. He keeps quitting jobs because he insists that they are treating him badly for being gay. But the thing is, he's quitting jobs that are traditionally very good to the LGBTQ community. He quit Google, saying that they all abused him for being gay. And I was just like, that doesn't sound right. It's Google. Like, they work you to the bone, but they're really serious about their discrimination. And I guess he just, it's week after week, there's something new going on. And I'm kind of just like, I hope he can keep this job at Starbucks. But like, there's always something new happening with him. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring the mood down. Like, he just like, I thought maybe he was finally settling in. And then like, my friend was like, no, yeah, like there's something else going on.
Sounds like it's prize time.
Is he in treatment?
Sounds like
No.
it's prize time.
Yeah. With him, he started basically, because, you know, we're in California, so he had access to a lot of medical marijuana. And he was smoking that 6 or 7 times a day, and I don't think he was taking his medication for his bipolar anymore. Which you can do that. It just requires a very, very stable lifestyle in every aspect to manage your bipolar mood swings and more. And he didn't do that. So he got to the point where he was using, you know, medical marijuana to manage everything going on in his life. And I was like, that's probably not going to help. Like, you need to manage in multiple ways. And he didn't want to.
Oh yeah, Moon. You also have Mass Entangle for the Script Burglars.
Oh yeah, my thingy. Wait, where is that?
Lead skill.
Oh, I was using my thingy-majig. I've got my Spirit of Nature up for
Yeah, I don't
healing.
think that's useful as Mass
Boom,
Entangle.
Are you familiar with the passage from the Bible about not throwing pearls before swine?
What was that?
Are you familiar with the passage from the Bible about not throwing pearls before swine? Don't cast pearls before swine?
It rings a bell, but that's all.
Well, I think what it basically means is to not try to give something good or earnest or genuine to someone who's not in a position to accept it, because they're likely to turn around and hurt you.
Yeah, and that was kind of how it was. Like,
Yeah.
he was a support for several years, but it also got to the point where if I would talk to him about, you know, darker stuff going on in my life, I would notice it would perk him up a lot, and he was really, really invested in, like, just wallowing in it with me. And I was like, I don't know if that's okay. Like, I don't want him to be excited to discuss these darker topics. So I actually, I admit it, like, I kind of enabled some of his worst behaviors, and, like, I caught on to it, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. And
Darker
that's sort of when he...
topics, like whether David Benioff and D.B. Weiss are going to ruin the new Star Wars trilogy. That's a dark topic, I think.
I don't know anything about it.
So the
Something
showrunners
always ruining.
of Game of Thrones, who are responsible for, you know, the whole show, including the ending, the divisive ending, they're going to be, I think that the directors on the new Star Wars movie trilogy coming out the next few years, starting in the next few years.
Okay. I mean, I'm hopeful. They're really. I know some people want Star Wars to end because it's just been going on forever. But there truly are so many aspects of that universe to explore. I just want it to be done well. And I didn't have a problem too much with the last the newer movies, but I mean, I am sure I have nostalgia glasses on a bit with not really minding because it's Star Wars, but I truly didn't mind those
Yeah, that's the
movies
way
too
I
much.
am too. Like, I give Star Wars a big break. I'm like, you know what? It's Star Wars. I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna let it slide by. A lot of people hated Last Jedi, but I actually liked it. You know, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't mind it too much. I understand the frustrations that others had with it, but like, while I understand that was the Leia scene in Last Jedi, or I can't
When where
remember.
she
Was it in
where
The Force
she
Awakens?
flew in from
Yeah,
out of
Mary
space
Poppins.
back into the ship? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
from Last Jedi.
That's not actually far fetched, in my opinion. Just because it, but the problem is that Leia has had so little screen time and understanding in the movies. It's all been in the books and the expanded universe, so no one knows what they're drawing from with Leia. But Leia, her powers have always been through the Force, very much about her connection with others. So that, while it kind of looked silly, it kind of made sense to me for her to, in a moment where she's literally going to die, she pulls from her love and commitment to the people around her to get back to them in their time. That's how I took it, at least.
I don't know. I thought it was much more cynical than that. Unfortunately, my guess is that she has a big moment in the last movie of this trilogy that they needed her for, and because otherwise, I mean, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. But otherwise, it would have made more sense to just write her out. And that's what everyone was kind of expecting to see because she passed before the movie came out, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, okay. And there's no explanation, no follow-up, no development. Like, if it was because of her great love of her people, then they probably should have given her a few more scenes where she could have shown that off. I don't know. It was a bit odd. Kind of like the ending of Game of Thrones.
I know everything that happened in there. I just never watched the show.
You never watched Game of Thrones?
I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes, and then I kind of just.
You are truly unique, Moon.
No, my best friend is the exact same way. He just could not get into it.
I
He
haven't
tried to.
watched one episode.
I did try to, for sure.
Which isn't really that surprising. It's not that amazing of a TV series. It's just a breath of fresh air for a lot of people in terms of how series go and stuff like that.
I think it was pretty amazing for a long time.
It
Before they
was,
started
from what I
going
can
off
tell.
book.
I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was like that outstanding.
The earlier scenes, the amount of violence and sexual violence in it probably just wasn't really for me, and that was sort of what turned me off in the first few episodes, where I was just like, if this is always going to be happening, like, I'm going to just peace out.
Understandable. People know what they're up for, and if you're not up for that, then, well, they made it pretty clear what the show is going to be about.
Yeah.
There's the Witcher Netflix series finally got a proper teaser. Did y'all see that?
Yeah. I don't know anything about it, but we'll.
Not too big a fan of Geralt's character, to be completely honest.
Geralt as a
I love the
character, or
game.
Henry Cavill as Geralt?
As a character.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like his personality too much.
He doesn't really have much of one personality.
But when it does shine through, it's just like, okay, this is not really.
Is this
what I
from
want.
playing the just Witcher 3 or some other games or the
Yeah,
books
just,
or what?
Just Witcher 3.
Yeah, okay. I think he's a pretty interesting character, actually. He
Interesting, yeah, but just not to my tastes.
What would you say would be more to your tastes, if you don't mind my asking?
That'd be pretty hard to pin. It's not more of a, I don't know. I guess it would be fine for a TV series. It's just not as fine for a character that I have to always play as.
Fair enough.
I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's one of the things that really distinguishes the Witcher games is you don't play as a blank slate. You play as Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely what falls into the broad categorization of like an anti-hero, where he does heroic stuff, but he doesn't have that like kind of heroic goody two shoes aspect to him.
Well, yeah. And
There's,
that's part of it. That's part of him that I actually like about him. But
There's a great quote from one of the Witcher books. I think it's from The Last Wish, which is what I think the new series is based on. But that
It's the
quote gets
first book of-
yeah, right. And that quote got trotted out
Finally!
in one of the Witcher 3 teasers, the Killing Monsters teaser. The one about if I'm to choose between two evils, I prefer not to choose at all. Which I think is a pretty big statement about what kind of character he is. Anyway, debate me. Just kidding.
I mean, that's supposedly part of his code, quote unquote, right? But
Yeah, if
does
he
really have
has
a code?
one,
He kind, yeah.
yeah, if he were to have one, that would be it. Is don't choose between two evils, which is pretty heroic in a way. But the thing that makes that profound is that he's constantly in situations where he's put up against these really gray, unclear, not clear what the heroic action would be, such kind of situations. Plus, he kills things for money, which is, you know, pretty dark as far as it goes.
I'm gonna do a trivia one this time, but I need to find an easy trivia one.
Please,
not
easy.
as dark as it could be, since they're usually monsters.
Right, right. But the whole point of that teaser I was talking about, the Killing Monsters teaser, is that
What's a monster?
right. What's a monster? Which is such a good, compact way to wrap up what the world is about
Well.
as it's presented by CDPR.
If you're going, like humanity-wise, that's an easy answer, but humans in that game especially can easily become monsters. In terms of what's a monster.
Are they becoming monsters, or is there something monstrous in everything? You know,
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
what
They're
the
not-
monster in
I'm
you?
not talking about becoming in a literal sense. I'm talking about like their actions make them monsters.
Monstrous actions? Do monstrous actions make one a monster? I don't know.
Yeah, if they consciously make those decisions.
That's not a spoiler, right? That's like
No, it was
Spoiler?
established in Living World Season 1.
Oh, we're doing trivia in the chat. I totally missed it. Who's Timey the Apprentice of? Yeah, okay.
It's not a spoiler.
I tried to avoid any spoilery questions for the most part.
Larry, since we've got so many, Larry asked if we should be keeping track of who wins, so everyone can get prizes.
Yeah, Russ.
I don't think anyone is going to win more than 3 or 4 times, and the amount of prizes we have, I feel we should be.
If you were attending Guild Missions Day, you'd know Russ has won like 5 to 6 times for number phobia.
Listen, I have a sense of fairness. I'll back off when I feel I've won too much.
And then you guessed again.
I've won only 2 times tonight, and they're both number games.
I know, I just have to give a crap.
Also, Sif, are you gonna say Tybalt every time?
It's the best character in the game.
You're right.
Is this our second run or our third? This is our second. Right? I need you guys to help me keep track. Damn it, Larry! Don't confuse.
My lovely
fourth
wife
round.
has produced a snack for me. Gosh, I love her.
That's what he said.
Oh, we're already almost at T6.
Yeah.
Okay. it's been slightly like weird. Whenever it's like Tootsie isn't working, and I'm like, well, I'll give it one more try. Suddenly Tootsie just totally forgets how to take off.
Forgets how to take.
Not gonna lie, I completely forgot about Rust Bucket.
Forgot about your child.
I've
It's
never
fine.
really watched SpongeBob either, Moon.
I always loved SpongeBob.
Like, I was either grounded or back when, like, I was growing up Catholic, you know, you have to give up something for Lent. I would give up TV and computer back when, like, I didn't have things like Guild Wars 2. And my friends every Friday, we'd go home and they're like, okay, we're gonna watch SpongeBob now. And I just have to sit in a corner, like, while they watch that for an hour. I hated SpongeBob at that moment.
I just never had cable.
We didn't until I was like 11 or 12.
I still don't. Don't need it. Yeah, why was Moon grounded all the time?
Moon was grounded all the time because she was a terrible student and had terrible grades.
I feel that.
Where the fuck is Becker? Yeah, I was pretty much grounded all throughout high school.
I was a nerd.
I mean, so was I, but I was a nerd with depression and ADD and there's Becker. And it's already upscaled, so I can't auto finish it.
I'm gonna AFK for like a couple minutes, 3 minutes ish.
Okay.
Just until I'll try to be back by.
Yes, Larry, do it. Not like they're selling anyway.
Has them order 66 cent and shit.
Oh, Agent of Entropy, tell me more.
Okay, I'm just dropping spirit and hero banners everywhere because there's so many banners on this map. I can't.
Banners everywhere.
They really are.
Norani dropped a drink. Did anybody see the Picard trailer?
Yes. Sorry. I'm okay.
I haven't seen it
Not
yet.
enough
Is it good?
excitement there.
I think so, but I never saw Nemesis, so I didn't know about like the whole. Maybe that's a spoiler.
Is it based on Nemesis? That's so cool.
I don't know, but it basically says like 20 years ago. Data,
This one where he fought
such
the.
and such.
It's
No. Sorry, go on.
the event it's talking about is quite a while after Nemesis, like 10 years after Nemesis or something.
20 years, yeah.
It's the reference in the 2009 reboot because there's talk about how like Star Romulus gets destroyed. But there was a new trailer that dropped just today.
Oh, does anyone want guild fireworks? I have so many to. Just want to say again, thanks so much for being here, you guys.
Thank you, Moon.
Thank you.
I meant to write all this. I meant to write like a long letter to give to Sandy's today, but then I fell asleep last night and I was like, oh right, I meant to do that. So I'm gonna have to do that after the runs, but I might be too tipsy, so I might have to do it tomorrow instead. But
Edit tipsy.
but I am truly so grateful to have you guys. I have learned so many parts of myself, you know, the good, the bad, all of it. And it's kind of funny just how many different pieces of yourself you find in life in the most unlikely of ways. I would not, you know, maybe this might be a little cheesy or silly for some, but I wouldn't be majoring in anthropology, I don't think, without Sand, because Sand has taught me, you know, so much more about embracing and understanding and diplomacy and mediation among people, because people are so varied and different and beautiful in their ways. And it hit me like, wow, like I really love what I do with Sand. I would love to be able to do this and translate it into a more personal, you know, real setting in a career. And there are jobs like that. There's event coordinators and managers and, you know, public relations. And it clicked. And I was like, I know what I want to do. So I'm a little, you know, unsure of where it'll lead for me, but I know that I'm majoring in the right thing for me. And the amount of healing and joy this guild and all of you have brought me, I could never give you a number. It's intangible just how much it's been. So thank you for that.
That's awesome, Moon. We love you.
I love you guys so much.
Yeah, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here, so this is your fault.
I saw Hayes say having trouble breathing, and I thought it said heavy breathing for a second. Just like we need a cat meme with heavy breathing now.
Hayes cat.
Oh, I'm white.
There's the chest move. Just need the sand move.
Hey, I'm back.
Someone opened the chest.
Someone in our squad.
Oh my.
Dun dun dun.
I'm a llama.
Who's a llama?
I'm a llama!
That's
Llama this,
identity
llama that.
theft!
Llama this, that.
Oh, I really hope there's not going to be someone who's just here to pop Script Queen again. Hopefully they'll get bored after the third.
Don't listen to them, Lara. You were always a true llama.
Also, yeah, Larry, I didn't catch you asking me that earlier, but yes, you can grab it from the guild bank as long as it's for guild-related prizes or stuff.
I think I'll sit out of this trivia. I have like 20 clay pots.
Yeah, I'm good.
Did everyone here see the artwork that rusted, by the way?
No.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Where is it?
Oh, it's so cool. Go
It's in the art
to
corner.
the art corner and then scroll.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is
I like
just
rolled
great.
out of bed and woke up to this, and it was just like the best thing ever.
Is there a caption for who's who?
No. Well-
No, but I could later tag everyone who's in it.
Do you base it on specific people? I see Moon there in the center.
Yeah, there's actually every character in that image is a Sandy.
That's awesome.
We put out a call for anyone, but you know, Russ, awesome as he is, can only accommodate so many characters. So we were just like, look, guys, send in your screenshots if you got them. It's first come, first serve. Okay, go. And so, like,
He already
within the
had-
first 2 days, he was like, yeah, I have like 12. And I was like, oh,
Yeah, he already had my stuff because of my commission shortly
Mhm.
before.
It was really funny too because like while I was still working on Araki's commission, I was discussing this project with Moon, and then she says, "You're gonna need my screenshots, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah," but I already had them.
Well, I remember Iraqi suddenly had interest in my fashion wars, and I was just like, that's kind of strange. But like, I was all for it because I was like, yeah, like let's talk fashion. And so like, I kind of just bombarded him, and then I was like, but that's strange, but okay. And then it all made sense.
I wanted it to be an early surprise.
And it was wonderful. I have it on my phone, but I had to, unfortunately. Oh, I don't have any room in my inventory. I had to be careful because my phone is a bad phone. So I didn't have room to fit us all in as we should have been. And I was really sad about that.
You say
But I
bad
sort
phone.
of tried
What
to
do you
make it.
mean?
It's like, it's a terrible phone. It's like a Galaxy J7V. It's one of those phones you've never heard of because it's not worth advertising.
Is it like a flip phone?
No, I mean, it's a smartphone, but it has really bad storage issues and it can't multitask well. So honestly, if I'm playing Pokemon Go or Wizards Unite and suddenly it starts lagging, I'm like, well, fuck this. And it means someone texted me and my phone couldn't handle it.
Oh,
And
no.
if someone calls me when I'm on Pokemon Go, it drops the call. I can't answer it. It freezes.
You have all the settings down on Pokemon Go?
Yeah, I even have it on battery saver too.
Well, battery saver should always be on because of that game liking to be on idle to get the steps and stuff. I'm gonna forego Dust Mites and hang out at Queen.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. Pie.
I knew someone was gonna say E.
Of course it was Larry.
There are people up and about, but no one's sitting right in front of them.
Anyone feeling tipsy yet?
I don't even have booze.
I literally just started drinking.
My face is already
I-
a little warm.
I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom soon. I'll probably start getting tipsy after that.
I may or may not have mixed my drink a little poorly.
Rust, take care of Adil.
I put too much vodka.
Is there such a thing?
That's true.
I'm kidding. There is such a thing, especially from.
I was gonna get vodka when I was there, but I was like, look, I don't know, like I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff, like I don't want to lose track and like totally have a terrible night. They're like, oh yeah, then don't get vodka. Like here's this, and I was like,
I think Adele might get tipsy faster than I do.
It's fine. I have water.
I think
oh,
we've
I need
had
to get
about,
water too.
I think we've had about the same amount of sips, and I really feel it in the chest.
Did I just hear someone opening something up?
Someone
Yeah.
cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Yep.
Was that you, Cinna? No, that was that Deeg?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
2 out of 8.
Are they not listening?
Some of them aren't.
I don't want to. We're gonna miss so many geodes if we pop over there. We're just gonna have to ignore
No,
it.
just it's not worth it.
We get more geodes if we just ignore it
Yeah.
anyway.
Do we recognize? Is it one of those same people from yesterday?
Not that I recognize. Just people just going in and doing it, mostly because someone pulled it while trying to get the quartz.
It can't be helped, especially during our birthday. There's just so many people on the map.
I find it's just mostly really unfortunate that they just totally ignore the tags, which usually mean organized. At least when I see a tag, I think, oh, there's probably a group.
4 out of 8.
Casual solo game.
I was actually surprised. Someone recently posted on Reddit, like, "Hey guys, I just got a commander tag. Like, can you give me some pointers? What should I know? What should I do?" And I was really surprised that a lot of people like, look, for the most part, like, you don't need to worry about on like regular maps, but like if you're on Silver Waste or Dry Top, you want to be careful because there are people there who, you know what they're doing, or there's a certain circuit that needs to be followed, and you're gonna want to do that. So I was just like, oh, I'm so proud, like that they, mentioned that.
6 out of 8. 7.
You could say the Zephyrites have recovered. It's just Dry Top is stuck in the past.
I'm out here. I've recovered.
Yeah, our Serene is a Serene from the future.
Alternate universe screen for the future.
Oh, I just got Devourer Slayer.
Comes with new features like being able to walk more than one speed.
Being able to fight, actually.
I'm not even gonna mention Squirt Queen this time. I'm just gonna say go straight to Sanja.
She's still at 100% HP. It's 8 out of 8, but people still might be able to get here.
Yeah, she's starting to go down.
Yeah, she is.
Let people know that they just need to attack her once and that
I
people are
did,
coming.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did
Thank
auto
you.
attacks or tag and get off.
I really hate this
Sky scale rift.
thing, because then you get like so bogged down by it when you're trying to.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what mount you're on. The Sky Scale Rift will drag you into it if you have the mastery.
It's really annoying because I also get something flashing across my screen every time I go relatively near it.
Okay, but you don't get sucked into it. Which I don't know what's worse.
She's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, Iraqi, that person has 31k HP. They know what they're doing. AP, they know what they're doing. They're just probably doing it to be troll. And that's okay.
What were they doing?
Oh, just the same person has done it twice that has gone to the Script Queen, and I checked and they've got a lot of AP, like 31k. They've been playing since launch. So they know not to go do Script Queen first, but they're doing it anyway.
Probably just selfish.
It happens.
They have no reason to be doing it since what they did it last hour too.
Yeah, so they're just doing it to do it.
Like it's not like they needed like a daily kill for the courts or anything. They're just consistently doing it, even though it's not even worth it for them. Like I can
Probably.
understand it once because you know you're an asshole. You just want to get things out of the way, but like you just need the kill. But of course.
At 31k AP, they don't need the kill.
Oh, I got double twistered.
No, I will save you. People just punted across my screen.
Yep.
Like, goodbye.
I don't have lockpicks. What?
You know, now that we're doing the Dust Monster instead, it doesn't really. I don't think it affects the geodes as much because we're just replacing it, aren't we?
Yeah.
We'll reach the other side of this.
So, I'm sorry if you hear some wind in the background. I have a fan on me. Because when I drink, I get really warm.
I have no room in my inventory. This is atrocious.
Fill in the plant.
I'm not allowed to answer this one.
Oh, that is just my favorite line in the Silver.
can't believe we're actually using those questions. I mostly just put them in there like, yeah, this is jokey. We could use them probably, maybe.
No, Obi.
Thank you.
Beetle's sleeping phases, so it's melting fast.
Okay. I was really hoping people wouldn't go to it since we went to Dust Monster.
People just held off. People were just sitting there, and then everyone started attacking once one person went.
It makes me feel like there are people on the map who are intentionally doing it, and that's okay.
Okay,
It's all
Beetle's
good.
phasing, but it's not gonna take a minute, so.
Yeah.
It's herd mentality.
Alrighty, see you guys.
Take care. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, of course. See you.
Later.
Bye. Does that mean basket's my responsibility again now?
Basket is your
Take care of
duty.
child.
Thank you.
How much longer do you think you'll be going?
We don't know.
As long
More
as
than an hour,
possible.
probably.
I'd like to go maybe 4 hours if we can do past 3. I'm totally good to go as long as I can, but I know not everyone. So it really just depends on if we have enough folks to. Ooh. If we have enough folks to help us, cover all.
You can run into the store and getting some beer or something.
Oh yeah, you got time.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna head out, y'all. It was
Okay,
great
take
cruising
care,
through this
guys.
party. Happy birthday, San. Congrats, Moon. Love you all.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks. Well, that was fun. Sand is a guild that it's kind of more social. Their main thing they do is they come together, they organize an open world events on an open world map called Drytop in Guild Wars 2. It's not that hard, but try to make it fun. Been hanging out with these folks for a few years, and one of them in particular, the leader, Moon, just really busts her ass for these people. Anyway, that was a good time. Thanks, Twitch. I've been Deeg. Take it easy.